Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we will declutter my makeup collection because the last couple of days I organized the office and I also went through the Alex drawer right behind me, and there were so many makeup products in there, so I just piled them all up right in front of me and they are all over here right now, and I really need to declutter this ASAP, so let's do this. Okay, I just started pulling out most of my makeup products out of my Vanity, but also my Alex drawers. This is not everything that I own, but I just have to start somewhere. So I already started like organizing all of the products into categories. So over here I have some foundations, these are primers, SPFs. I think these are blushes and highlights, face palettes, eyeshadows. These are mascaras and brow products. I think these are powders. Then here even more blushes, lip products, and more lip products. And over here, these are my concealers. So let's start with organizing. Yeah, let's go in order and just start with primers. Okay, to organize all of this, I think I will just put all of this in some sections, like products that I want to keep, I will put over here. Products that I will just throw into the trash because they might be too old, I think I'll put over here. And things that I can pass along to friends and family, I'll just put over here. Let me just quickly talk you through the products that I'm keeping and the ones that I'm passing along and throwing away, and why. So I will keep my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, Lila B Glow Mist, Hollywood Flawless Filter, the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. Haven't even opened that one yet. And I will also keep my Ran Clean is Green Mineral SPF. These are all products that I use almost on a daily basis and that I really love. I will be passing along these two products over here. This is a highlighter, like I think it's called, no, it's called the Luminizer in the shade Venus by Buxton. This is also perfect if you just want to apply this on your body, but I really do not use this, but I haven't opened this one a long time ago. It's good to keep for about 12 months, so I can pass this one along. This one over here is good to keep for even 24 months. It's by Bobbi Brown. It's the Primer Plus Mattifier. It controls oil and shine, blows pores, refreshes skin. And a friend of mine has a little bit more of an oilier skin around the T-zone, and she will use this one a lot more than I will. And so that goes to friends and family. And over here what I'll throw away is the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. I really do not use this one because this is tinted. You have to shake it up and everything, but I really do not like the tint, and I opened this one a long time ago, so I'll just throw this one away. Then also the Pure No Filter, also opened this one a long time ago, don't really like that. Very old now is the Glossier Invisible Shield, but this is also, I think, almost empty now. It's in SPF 35. Really enjoyed this. I would definitely repurchase. And two things that I always loved, but that I opened up a very long time ago that I really have to repurchase if you want to, is by First Aid Beauty, the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and by Laura Mercier, the Foundation Primer Radiance. I especially really love this one. However, again, it's just very old now, but I love this one. Okay, I will keep my new foundation, which is by Makeup Revolution. It's the Conceal and Hydrate. This one is in the shade F1. And I also have this Good Molecules Ultra Hydrating Facial Oil over here, which I absolutely love to mix in with the foundation. Then also my Suwazu Perfecting Cushion Foundation. I really love this one. This is in the shade number 21. And again, it's a cushion foundation. I really like this one. This also has an SPF in there. I think it's like an SPF 20. Also, of course, keeping my Lab Wonder foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the shade Too Fair. And then I was a little bit on the fence about this one. It's the Pure 4-1 Love Yourself Your Longwear Foundation and Concealer. So you can pump out the foundation, but you can also use the same thing in here as a concealer. So you just twist this open, and then let me show you. Here we go. There is the concealer applicator, but again, it's the exact same product. I have this one open since I think 6 months. I can keep this one open for 12 months. So I always like to check over here in the back what it states, how long it can be open. So I will try to get along with this one again. If I don't, then I will just pass it along to friends. This one, my Bobbi Brown foundation, open since I think now 3 months. For the summer I got this one, but the shade is completely off. It's a shade 3 Beige. I never go this dark. I love this foundation, but I never get this dark, so I can pass this one along to friends. Then over here, this is very hard for me. I absolutely love my cosmetics foundations. This is the shade Fair, this is the shade Light. But ever since I got this one over here, I only use this one again or anymore, and don't really use this one anymore. I still love this, one of my absolute holy grails, but they are open since over 12 months now, and I don't want to have them open for that long, so I'll just throw them away and I will repurchase the Fair shade. So this is also almost empty. Then something that's completely off is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is the shade that I got. It's way too dark for me. I had this one since I think 1.5 years now. Never really used it, so I'll just have to throw it away. Then the Glossier, what's it called? Perfecting Skin Tint. It's almost empty, open since a very long time. Have to throw it away. And then these two also open, to be honest. This one I think I have since like 3 years. And this one also almost 3 years, or 1.5. So just throw these away because also the shades are completely off. Then this foundation has been given to me by a friend of mine. I love her for that, but unfortunately the shade is a little bit off, so I can't really use that one. I don't know for how long I can keep open powder foundation, so I think I'll just throw it away because I have it since quite a while, and I don't want like my friends to get any problems with their skins, so I'll just throw this away. Here we go. So I will just keep my Magic Away concealer. This isn't closed properly, I don't know why. This is in the shade 01 Fair, and for blemishes on my skin I will keep my Stretch Concealer by Glossier. This one is in the shade Light, and I think I will repurchase this one in about January, February. Also, what I will throw away are these products over here. They're open since way too long, and also the shades are off. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher. The shade is way too dark for me, but because I also use this one on blemishes, I don't want to pass this along to friends. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape. It's way too old. I think I have this again also since maybe 2.5 years now. Something I have since the same time, but used almost up, is my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. Love this one for blemishes, and I will definitely repurchase this one. And what I also throw away is this one by Becca. I think this is just like a retoucher or like a color corrector. I never really used that one. It's open since way too long, again, also gone. Then this concealer, unfortunately the shade also too dark for me. It's by Bare Minerals. Really like the consistency for blemishes, but I will throw this one away. So if I could repurchase only one of them, I would go with my Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage. It's also drugstore, so it's just very cheap. Okay, this one was very easy for me to do, so I will keep my Magic Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This one is for the whole face and under eye, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade 2 Fair Medium, this is in the shade 1 Fair, so this is pressed and this is a loose powder. And these powders I will throw away, and also don't want to pass these along to friends, for example, because these have these little like brushes on the top, so they were on my blemishes, like all over my face, and I'm not very I don't feel very comfortable passing this along, so I don't really remember using this one. So because I don't tend to use this, I think I just again throw it away. For me, this one I really loved because this is also an SPF 30. By the way, the other one is an SPF 45 powder, but this shade is a little bit off for me, so I really can't use that. So for this one, I have this since I think 2 years now, and I know it's a powder, but I always went in with my damp beauty blender in here, so I don't want any mold to be in there, so I'll just throw that away. And this one, I honestly don't even really remember, so I'll just throw it away just to be more sure. Okay, I just organized my highlighters and bronzers. So these are cream and powder products, and these are the ones that I want to keep. So I will use, as for bronzer, my Hollywood Contour one. This one is by Charlotte Tilbury. So this one is in the shade Fair to Medium. Another cream bronzer that I want to keep is my Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. Then as for powder bronzers, I will keep this one by Lila B in the shade Visankes. Absolutely adore this Buxom bronzer. The shade is absolutely perfect. I love this. Then highlighter and bronzer combination. This one by Charlotte Tilbury. Unfortunately, it's very broken, so I can't really travel with this one anymore, but I love to have it at home and just use from time to time. Then, sorry, I already showed you this. As for highlighters, I will use this one, Be Enchanting by Lila B. It's a cream product. And this one, I think it's called Be Captivating. Yes, it is. It's also the Glisten Glow Skin Illuminator, also by Lila B. I love to use this one on my eyes. And another highlighter that I want to keep, a cream product, is this one. It's the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand, and it's in the shade Spotlight. So this is a little bit fairer, and I love to use that on my skin because I am very pale. So things that I will pass along to friends of mine is this one over here. It's the Becca highlighter. This one is in the shade Moonstone. So this is beautiful, but I really do not use this a lot anymore, so I think I can just pass it along to friends of mine, and I just sparingly use this one with a little brush on the high points of my face. It's only open since I think 6 months, so I can definitely pass this along. Then also this bronzer over here. This one is by Pure Cosmetics. It's the Matte Bronzer Light in the shade Bronzing Act. I really love this one. But it specifically also states that you need to use an SPF with this one. So I'm just a little bit confused about what's in here. I mean, I use an SPF anyway every single day, but I'm a little bit confused about this. So I'll just pass it along to friends and just ask them if they want to use this. Then also I'll pass along this one by Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. And also this is hot for me, but somebody else will be very happy with this. It's a Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand and the shade Goldgasm. So it's from Charlotte Tilbury, part of her Glowgasm collection. And what I throw away is my Glossy Halo Scope. This one is in the shades Quartz because I have this one since way too long, or I have it since about 12 months now, but it states that it's only okay for 6 months, so I have to throw this away. Then also this Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. I think it's called Matchstick, and it's in the shade Amber. I really love this one. However, it was a little bit harder for me to blend out, and I have this one since I think honestly 2 years. And I'm really not sure since when I have this bronzer. It's the Terracotta Bronzer by Guerlain. This one is in the shade 01 Claire Brunette. I know that I really like this one, but I don't remember since when I had this one, so I just have to throw this one away. Okay, I can't part with blushes, I feel like, but okay, so as for cream products, I will keep my Glossier Cloud Paints. I use these so much, like so much. I have the shade Puff, Storm and Beam, and I really love them all. Then also a little bit more of a creamier consistency is my Burt's Bees All Aglow blush stick. I think this is for blush and lips, and this one is in the shade Blush Bay. let me quickly show you. So I really love the shade of it, and it's just perfect for the fall time when you have a little bit more of a drier skin. Another cream product that I keep is by Lila B. It's this over here, which is okay to use on your cheeks but also your lips, and this is the shade Be Real, and it's the Divine Dual Lip and Cheek. It's for cream product, no sorry, powder products. I will use this face palette, or keep this face palette. It's by, of course, Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Glow Gasm in the shade Light Gasm. So it has a bronzer, a highlighter, and then 2 different blushes. And I absolutely love this palette. I really can't part with this one. Then another blush that I'll definitely keep is this one over here. This is the shade Ecstasy. Also have the shade Love Glow, which I'll also keep. And 2 more blushes that I'll keep are one by Laura Mercier. This one is the shade Grapefruit. And yes, this looks a little bit intimidating and it is very, very vibrant. But if you just dab your brush in here and then just apply to the apples of your cheeks, looks absolutely beautiful. Very, very perfect for the fall time. Then a little bit of a lighter one. It's by Buxom. And this is the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. And this one is in the shade Havana. And yeah, I really love these blushes, and trust me, I do use them all. But things that I will just pass along and that I will have to throw away. So this is my Becca blush in the shade Snapdragon. As much as I love it, I honestly didn't use it, and I have this one since I think 2 years now, so I really just want to throw this away. I keep this. And 2 things that I'll pass along to friends. The one is this over here. It's by Natasha Denona. Someone else can use this and just be very, very happy about this one. It's the Blush and Glow. And also by Flash. This really is too dark for me and a little bit more of a brown tone. Has a slight shimmer, so I just pass this along to a friend of mine that has a little bit more of a darker complexion, because I am definitely too fair for this one, again, because it has this like more brown tone compared to the Laura Mercier, which is a little bit more pink, so you can see the difference. Okay, here we go. So I will keep this mini size of my Superhero It Cosmetics mascara, and I only threw this one away, or will throw this one away, because I have it since a very long time. It's almost empty now, so I can just start using the small one, and I will travel a lot the next couple of weeks anyway, so it's okay for me to open up a small one. Another small mascara that I love is the Pure Fully Charged Mascara. I will also use or keep my Billion Dollar Brows Microblade Effect Brow Pen by Billion Dollar Brows. Then my eyeliner is by Hank & Henry. It's the Slick With Me. Then my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Then my Brow Lift by Charlotte Tilbury, and also my 2 boy brows in the shade Brunette and Blonde. Things that I will pass along, or no, let me talk to you about these ones first that I will throw away. So I got this Revital Lash Defining a Liner. I have this one open since way too long. Then also this Eye Bright Liner by Pixi, also open since way too long. Then my Clear Brow Gel, Anastasia Beverly Hills, also open since way too long, but I already have a new one, so I will keep that one, of course. Something else that's already empty, it's by Benefit. It's the Gimme Brow. Then also open since, I think it's open since too long, so it's the Charlotte Tilbury Mascara. I can try to just keep it, but honestly, because I will travel in the next weeks, I will not get along to use this one, so I'll throw it away. This one is empty. It's the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner. Also empty, my Glossier, I think it's called Lash Slick. Also empty is this mini mascara for the bottom lashes. It's by my Clinique. I absolutely love this. And then I already talked to you about this one. It's my absolute favorite. And then over here, these ones I will throw away these, because these are also by Pixi, and these are just eyeliners, just these little like pencils. And because I already used them, I don't want to give them to friends, because again, I already used these. So something for the brows that's a little bit too light for me is my Legendary Brows by Charlotte Tilbury. It's too light for me in a shade. The shade that I have is called Linda, so I will ask a friend of mine if they want to use it, because again it's a brow product. And then another brow product that I don't have open since way too long, or no, okay, I have it open since 6 months, and it's also only okay to use it for 6 months. So I will also throw this one away, even though I never really use it, but it was open, so you can already see it dries up a little bit on the sides. So yeah, I will just go ahead and throw all of this away. Okay, eyeshadows are honestly a little bit harder for me because I love them all so much. So this is my Dreamgasm eyeshadow palette by Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely keeping this one. It's my yearly highlight, to be honest. Then also keeping my Golden Goddess eyeshadow palette. Then I got by Rimmel the Magnifies Spice edition and also the Magnifies Nude edition. I really love these both. Honestly, it's so hard for me, but I want to keep them, to be honest. Then something I am using a lot lately is this over here. This is the shade Baked Browns, and it's by Dose of Colors. Then a new one. This one is by Iman. It's the cream eyeshadow. So this is how it looks. This one is absolutely stunning on the eyes. I love this, and I have this open since I think like a week now. Then this palette is by Mad Minutes. It's the Latte Eyeshadow Palette, Gen Nude Collection. These are the shade, so I clearly love warm shades. I use this one a lot too, so keeping this one. Then this one I have since a year, haven't used it. I want to use it, but okay, let's be honest. I'll not use this because I have similar shades over here. I will pass this one along to a friend, so I'll put this over here to that one. And then by Buxom, I have these shades, and let's be honest, I have the Golden Goddess, so it's also very similar in these shades. So if you like look at these, so I'll keep Golden Goddess and I'll put the Buxom one to my friend's collection. So you already saw, so I keep these over here, and I'll give the Buxom and the Nubian by Juvia's Place to a friend of mine. Then also the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsession. So I already used this one, but a friend of mine already told me that she wants to have this, so I'll just give it to her. Then by Tarte Cosmetics, I think used it with a brush once, then never again, so I can clearly pass this one along. Also by Buxom, just these like 4 random shades, which I can also pass along to a friend of mine, see if they want this. Then by Purist Perfect Your Selfie, this is a full face palette. So I already used this one a little bit, but I will try to clean this up and ask a friend of mine if she wants it. So there are some blush shades in here, and also these eyeshadow shades. They are very beautiful, but again, I never used this one, or not really used this one. Then 2 single eyeshadows. These are also beautiful, but I don't see myself using them. It's these 2 shades. They are by Ace Beauty. And last but not least, something that I will just throw away. It's by Essence. It's my must-haves eyeshadow. So this is a single eyeshadow. It's the shade Brownylicious 04. I have this on since a very long time, so I'll not give this one to a friend of mine. Also, something I have way too long is this one by Pixie Beauty. It's already broken, so I just have to throw this away. My Milk Makeup Eye Pigment. I love this one. Somehow stopped using it. I'll just throw it away because it's a liquid product. Something I never used is this one over here by Laura Mercier. It's this little stick over here. It's, I think they called the shade Vanilla Kiss. Never used this. It's a cream product though, so I'll just throw it away. And something else I unfortunately have to throw away is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I really love the shades, but never really used it. It's way too old now, so I just have to throw it away. Okay, lipsticks, lip glosses, and just like lip balms, and these are already the last products. So these are the ones that I want to keep. These go to France, and this is trash. So I want to keep this lip balm by Chorus. It's just a, whoop, okay, one lipstick fell. It's just a tinted lip balm that I like to keep in my Vanity. Then by Lila B, this one over here, it's a lip gloss. This one is in the shade Be Cheeky. Then this one is by Sephora. It's a melting lip click. This one is in the shade Caramel. I use this one a lot. Then also by Lila B, a tinted lip oil. I think this one is in the shade Be Remarkable, perfect for the fall time. A lip oil will just keep your lips very hydrated. Then a matte lipstick. This one is by Bare Minerals. This one is the shade Spice. Love to use this. Then a lip gloss that I want to keep is a lip plumping gloss. It's by Iconic London. It's the shade Nearly Nude. Then this gloss you will have seen quite a lot in my Get Ready With Me's. It's by Pure. It's the shade Squat. Then a red lipstick shade that I want to keep is by YSL. So it's just this very bright red tone. It's just a mini sample size, so also perfect to take with me maybe for the holiday season. Then by RZA Beauty, I really like the shade. So it's called Lido. And never use this one, but I think it's very pretty because I'm so fair. I think it's beautiful on fair skin. This one, okay, to be honest, no, I'll throw this away. I won't use this. This is a balm that just reacts with your lipstick, so it's one of those pH things, but it stays for a very long time on skin, makes my lips a little bit more alive. Then also my YSL tinted lip balm. This is just in the shade 4, and I love this one. It's very hydrating. The shade is just perfect, and it's not as bright as it just looked. Something that I clearly can't use anymore because it's too old is this one by Guerlain, but I love the packaging so much that I will keep it. So I can just like make this and then it opens out like that. It's just a fancy thing that just, I have been given this one by Guerlain, so I just want to keep this. Things that I will give to friends are 3 of these, so one just fell. So I never use these shades by Bare Minerals, Bare Pro. So they are just berry shades and I just don't tend to use those. So that's an example of a shade over here. So again, never use them, so perfect to just give to some friends. Then another lipstick that I just used once, and lipsticks you can just wipe down with an alcoholic wipe. It's this one over here. I think this in the shade, yes, Ginger Snap by Bite Beauty. So not open since a long time. 2 lip liners I never used. One by Bodyography in the shade Heatherberry, and one in the by Vintage by Jessica Liebeskind. So these again I never used, so they're still in pristine condition. So I also give these to friends of mine. And something that's still packed up by Winky Lux, this lip velour. I think it's in it's in the shade Hard, so it should be a red tone. Again, never opened up, so I'll just give this to a friend of mine. These I will just put into the trash. So, and a Van lipstick, this one by Dior. This is just like a lip gloss that just tints your lips. Way too old. My Glossier Cake lip balm. Then something by Marc Jacobs. Lip glosses over here by Buxom, Bare Minerals again, and Steve Laurent. Lip glosses I don't really feel confident just giving to friends too, because like you put them on your lips and then put them back in there, so I don't want to give them to friends. 2 more lip balms are by Glossier, Balm.com, and the Peach Slices Jelly Bones lip balm in the shade Peach. So again, this one is in the shade Mint. Didn't really was too excited about these, so I don't really use them, so I have to throw them away. MAC Cosmetics 2 lipsticks. So these 2 over here. Oh, it's getting a little bit dark outside. I hope the lighting is still okay. So it's one is Russian Red and the other one is Amorous. I just don't use them. I have them since way too long, so they just have to go into the trash. Same as this one by Buxom, more by Bite. These 2 shades by Pixie Beauty, and a few more lip liners that I really do not use. Okay, this is how my vanity drawer looks right now. So a lot better. So it's still a lot of makeup, I know that, but it's just a lot more minimalized. But I just saw this one again and I think I won't use this one, so I'll just throw this one away. However, I kept this mascara over here. I think I want to try it one more time, but again, I'll just throw that away. So over here I got my primers, my concealer. These are just bronzers, highlighters, powders, blushes, foundations. So these are all just brow products and mascaras, lip products. Still a lot for me, but it's a lot less. And then over here I got my eyeshadows and this one face palette. And now let me quickly show you what I'm throwing away and what I'm giving to friends. Okay, this box has everything that I will throw away. So this is quite a lot in here. And this is what I will give to friends, but I just decided that I also want to throw this one away. So I'll throw that away. And so again, this is just what I'll give to my friends and family. That honestly made me very tired, but I'm happy that I finally decluttered my makeup collection. So thank you so much for watching, and please tell me down below how many or when have you decluttered your makeup the very last time. I really want to know, and I'll now go fix my hair. And yeah, see you in my next video. Please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon.